Alright folks, hello, welcome to another modern stream. It's time for some Green White Reclaimer. Green White Reclaimer, which I have not played in a while. Every now and then it so happens that I spend like a week or two without playing my 3/4s and I miss them. I miss them. Alright, so this is the same list that I've been working on for a while now. This is of course Legacy, so we do get to play with Field of the Dead, we do get to play with Valakut, we have our Dryads, we have Grixis in it, and a bunch of tutor targets. The new card that I'm trying out right now is Arasta. Everything else has been here for a while. I think Titania is great. Knight of Autumn, Tireless Tracker, Raminap, and Collector Oof, as well as Scavenginus. All of these are the one of tutor targets. I guess you could consider Dryad Arbor amongst those as well. But the new one that I'm trying out is Arasta of the Endless Web. The idea obviously is that I want to be prepared against Delver. Delver is, as it always is, somehow one of cards keep getting banned from Delver, and it just continues to be the best deck in the format. So we're trying out Arasta as our anti-Delver bullet. We're gonna see how that works out. And then we have the usual suspects in Skyclave Operation, Plague Engineer, which is the only black card that we're splashing for in the main deck, thanks to Bayou in Data Tryon. And, you know, random lands like Pujuki Bog and our fetch lands, I guess, do get Scrubland as well. But that is the core of the deck. This is a deck that I've been playing and I've been working on for a while now. The sideboard has Thoughtseizes against combo, Deafening Silence also against spell-based combo, the 4th copy of Wasteland, Tabernacle against creature decks, Spirit of Labyrinth against control and Delver and stuff like that. Savian's Reclamation against grinding matchups. This card actually has been super impressive. Plague Engineer, as I was saying, Fairy Macabres against graveyard decks, and Force of Vigor. So we're gonna be playing this through a league, or I guess a couple of leagues here in Legacy. So if you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you there for round number 1. All right, welcome to round number 1. Maybe, but maybe not. This hand seems kind of okay against Delver. This is a mulligan, but having access to triple removal is kind of nice. I'm gonna keep it. Is it possible to do 6 damage with Titan on turn 2? I don't know. I mean, triple amulet, bounce land. I guess you should be able to. I haven't done the math, but I'm assuming that you can. Deep Fist 91 coming with the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Grinding Stronghold. You haste all 3 and you double strike all 3. Wait. Shelldock Isle? Oh, so it's Doomsday. It has to be Doomsday. So we just gotta be down. Maybe it's not Doomsday. When a player doesn't pay, that player excites comes for the library, except that we have. Okay, sounds good. That's good in Apparitions. Don't even know what that does. Don't care. It is good in Apparitions. I'm assuming it's some sort of Thassa Circle deck. Uh-oh. They're playing white. That's probably bad news. Timely top deck. Quite a timely top deck. Oh, they can just do this without... Oh, so I guess we're just dead. They probably have the Oracle here. Brutal. Some tricky methods shouldn't work on while driving. You also probably should not be driving and writing on Twitch chat. But who am I to say? So they get chalices going on, Jace Wilder of Mysteries, Narset. So the white is only for Baby Tef. Paradigm Shift, Force of Wills. I'm not playing around Souls to Blasters because they have Chalice, right? So sad we don't have the white mana for STP. Fairy Time Raveler. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Alright, so this kind of matchup is always just awful for us. It's always just a miserable experience. Got a nice little clean sweep there. Fairy Macabre doesn't do anything. Jukibok probably doesn't do anything either. Maybe Deafening Silence. It doesn't even seem that good though. I'm gonna play it because I have a bunch of dead cards, but like it's not good. Maybe Wasteland. Laws are different there. Canada is a wild place. Canada is a tricky place. I can't figure out what is, like, why is my Reclaimer's face kind of weird? There's like a reflection in there. I think it's the window, but I never have that reflection otherwise. I can just do this. There we go, fixed. Probably not gonna work out, but look at this perfect hand though. Playing this so I can grow Reclaimer. I don't know whether it's actually gonna matter or not, but if COVID makes me too depressed to care about added phone driving risks and die, is it a COVID-related death? Yes. Everything is a COVID-related death. Am I getting forced here? Impulse. Got Reclaimer being a 3/4. Being a big boy. Big boy. If I draw Valakut, I get to do a lot of damage here. Never mind. Thoughtseize is what I want to draw. Thoughtseize, off the top. We're just dead, are we? Also, how disgusting is this art? Super gross. Is there anything that I can find? This is free to once upon. Okay. I mean, technically we have lethal here, but I mean, can we deal enough damage that my opponent is forced to exile their deck and they deck non-land permanents cards in graveyards and levers can enter the battlefield, can cast spells from graveyards to levers. That's cool. That's cool. Well, I think I'm gonna get a Wasteland here and I'm gonna waste the Shelldock Isle. Three up. Three up. Can I do this? This, I imagine, can also prevent the damage from Ancient Tomb. This deck looks awesome. Thank you, Rodio. Yeah, Meddling Mage? Okay. I think we're playing another one of these. When I could play the Dryad, but that limits my damage output. I think I need to put on more pressure, however. So I can what's the word? Like I can overload this Thought Lash. That's good for us. That is certainly good for us. That's not good for us. Damn it, man. There's nothing I can do, right? There's nothing I can do about that. Would be able to you this turn. We get to kill the Oracle, but that doesn't change anything. All right, GG's. Here we are for round number 2. Probably keeping this hand. It's not great. Like I would be a lot happier with a fetch land, but if we have Once Upon a Time into Reclaimer, then that is some nice little splinter between actions. So seems worth it. It's fun for devotion decks. That is such wishful thinking. For real, like imagine thinking that people are gonna play Thassa Circle in devotion decks. That's just so stupid. Nobody's gonna ever play fair with a card like Thassa Oracle. Okay, so this is probably Depths. I think Depths is an okay matchup. Imagine they're gonna take the Excavator. I guess it's up to their hand. It depends on their hand, because maybe they'll take Skyclave Apparition. Yeah. If they have, you know, something that they want to protect or whatever. So our best draw is probably Wasteland. Well, now Wasteland doesn't do it. We have to draw Swords to Plowshares. Maybe it does. Oh, they have the Spirit Guide. Okay. So, Swords to Plowshares or we just lose. Right on time. Right on time. Okay, we're playing against Depths. We want that. We want that. I guess Arasta can block Merit Lage, which is funny. Is that worth it? It's probably okay. I think I want all the Thoughtseizes. Sounds pretty good. Keep it. One fun fact about Canada: BC government was advertising glory holes as COVID-friendly method for casual sex. Wow. Canada is on a league of its own. So I think what I'm looking for here is a black source. So I can turn 1 Thoughtseize, then I can turn 2 Reclaimer plus Zenith. Sure, let's do that. So we're gonna get a value here. Definitely taking Crop Rot there. My opponent can Needle Reclaimer, but that's just fine, whatever. Been watching bits for a while, first to catch you live, nice content. Oh, thank you, Through the Reach. Or Thought the Reach. That's funny. How do you get it on the sideboard? Boom. Gotcha. Okay, so opponent goes for Python Needle. They probably have to name Wasteland, honestly. Yep. Which means we get to Reclaimer. And we get to find Dryad. That's rough. The second needle is rough. The second needle is rough. I guess that's nice. So we can't get Knight of Autumn because my opponent just stifles the trigger. So I think I'm gonna get Ramineth Excavator. We could also get Tracker. I think I'm gonna get Excavator. It's gonna help us make sure that we hit all of our land drops. Kind of regretting not having Titania. I'm gonna be bringing in Force of Vigor for game number 3. Honestly, I just forgot about Force. Kind of just blanked on Force. Probably want to name Vampire Hexmage. It's either Vampire Hexmage or Human for the 1 mana dude for the Oli Rad. Also, I tapped terribly here. I should have left the Savannah untapped. I think I'm gonna name Human. Actually, they don't have the combo here. Vampire Shaman. And I forgot the name of Oli Rad. Who is the 1 mana dude that protects their creatures? This guy. Human Wizard. Rough. So I guess I'm gonna name Shaman. Oh yeah, the Fair Merit Lage. The Fair Merit Lage. What do you think the matchup between the Elgin with Valley Town list and the skip shift BTL decks is like? I feel like BTL just goes over the top, right? I don't know. I've never played it, so I couldn't really tell you. Ferret Lage, exactly. Apparition is a great pickup here. Just trying to put on pressure on them. We do have an answer, so they could have Not of This World, which would suck for us, obviously, but they just got nothing. Sweet. Alright, give me that Force of Vigor. Probably don't want Seven's Reclamation. I guess I don't want libraries. We may not have enough time for libraries. The rest seems kind of fine. I kind of do like Sivian when my opponent has discard spells. Love the early win with Modern Reclaimer list. Yeah, I mean, this is inspired on that deck. The thing is that I can actually scene it for this, and this is scene it for a blocker permanently, so it's probably worth having one copy of. Hampus1, brand new subscriber. Welcome to the Prime Time Stronghold, Hampus. Thank you for sharing that Prime here in the channel. Seems kind of fine to me. Yes, please. I would like to keep this hand. Please and thank you. It's really cool that we have both Wasteland and Caracas. And we also have, yeah, this hand is just shaping up beautifully. This hand is shaping up beautifully. Hex Mage. I'm gonna do this to play around Stifle. Although this leaves me dead to Spirit Guide into Crop Rot, but that's fine. If they have Spirit Guide into Crop Rot, that sucks. They have exactly Spirit Guide into Crop Rot. Oh well, I guess that sucks. All right. I mean, I think it makes sense what I did, right? It's just like my opponent showed me that they are playing Rainbow Depths. They show me that they are playing Stifles and stuff. Like, what am I doing otherwise, right? What am I doing otherwise? I am just like playing a Flaxlands and saying go. Am I playing a Caracas? Am I playing Wasteland? Like, what am I doing here? If I don't develop my game plan, we're just falling further behind. And my opponent is set up to go at it whenever they want to. Maybe I could have waited one more turn. It's really tough. It's really tough. Like, I'm really forcing my opponent to have exactly that combination of cards. And if we get to untap, we have everything covered. So I'm only losing to my opponent having exactly Crop Rot into Spirit Guide into Crop Rot, and only if I untap, I am feeling super confident about my position. So it is what it is. But yeah, they had exactly that combination of cards, so we lost. Anyway, see you for the next round. Round number 3. Probably keep this. It's an interesting question as to whether we want to... I think I want to Zenith on 1 for Dryad Arbor. Next round we get to Oof or Dryad plus Wasteland, which is kind of nice. It's possible I should be saving the CNET for Reclaimer. But I think that getting ahead is pretty important. Okay. That's like an insane top deck. That sucks. Probably paying for the other two. No idea what we're playing against here. We could be playing against Delver, we could be playing against Combo. If we are playing against Combo, obviously it would be a lot better for me to play the Oof here, but without any information, the Dryad just allows me to develop quicker. We could be playing against against Ant though. That could mean that we are, or that could also mean that we're not. That's bug. Okay. That's like the best case scenario because we actually had a terrible card on top, and now that terrible card is just great. All right. So we're just playing against like bug, mid-range nonsense, I guess. Just gonna copy my planes in case I draw. In case they kill my Dryad and I draw. What's his name? Sedgemoor Witch. Now that is something. Is this card just legit? It's basically Monastery Mentor. It's Mentor, but in a good color. It kind of feels like that, yeah. Definitely felt the third call last event. Got Blood Mooned out of one match and Wastelanded out of another. First time having a losing record, so maybe I shouldn't read too much into it. Would suck to buy a grand of duels, then go back to green-white. I mean, you can just do that though. So our opponent has Uro, so I was gonna say I really need to draw something good here, but I guess we don't. Valakut would win the game. I feel like I want to keep up the pressure. Valakut wins the game. Well, now Ooze doesn't do anything. So that part sucks. Our best top deck is Valakut. Right on time. Right on time. So we have to make sure that we stay above 6 life so we can Valakut and then we can fetch. Just gonna chomp with the Collect Roof, I think. We really have to dodge Abrupt Decay or Fatal Push or whatever they have as removal. I like it. SDP. I guess that technically is time. And those libraries would have been so good. Oh, they just had the Abrupt Decay. Okay, so without the Dryad, we just have no outs here. So. Okay, so probably want these. Caracas seems fine. Spirit seems pretty solid. Collect Roof out. Knight of Autumn out. Engineer seems kind of fine. This is like the anti the anti-Sedgemoor Witch. It's probably too slow though. I think I want Reclaimers. Want Spirits. I guess I do want Plows. Engineer seems medium. Like it kills the pests, but that's super whatever. Sure. My opponent's removal seems to be Abrupt Decay, which is kind of nice for Dryad. For Dryad Ivor, that is. Maybe they sideboard into Fatal Pushes. Wouldn't surprise me. Thoughts is to take the tracker is pretty rough. Yep. It's not a bad draw. It's not a bad draw. Baleful Strix. Does anyone play Pioneer anymore? Not really. Should I play around the thing that doesn't let me search? Opposition agent? Probably. So now we're gonna get to eat our tracker. I didn't bring in Savian's Reclamation, right? I did not, yeah. So we can just eat the tracker, swing for 3, down to 13, and we can sack Flagstones, go get another Flagstones. Point only has access to 3 mana. And they're playing around Wasteland, so no use in getting Wasteland. It's nice that we have Bujuki Bog, and starting next turn we're gonna get the zombie apocalypse going. Basically everything in Pioneer and Historic. That's not true. That's just not true. But Historic has better press. The issue with Pioneer is that it's such a blah format, right? It has no identity whatsoever. So the fact that it has no identity, it kind of messes with it. Think we're just fucked here? Yeah, that's the difference. Like, one of the formats is supported by Wizards and the other one isn't. So is MTG my main source of income? Right now, yes. Because playing gigs is very rare in a pandemic. Something tells me we're about to die. That Baleful Strix was brutal. That Baleful Strix was truly brutal. Thought the Beach with the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Blow up Valakut. Okay. Something good, please. No, something good. So you top 8 at PTQ. Does that get you queued for anything big soon? Have you ever played a PT? I have not. Right as I started to care about qualifying for the PT, they disappeared. So it's a very sad story. But I did not top 8 the PTQ, I top 8 the showcase. The only thing that mattered in the showcase is to get first. Anything besides first does not matter. Is this Scooz just gonna go the distance? Scooz for the win, I guess. So Deafening Silence doesn't do anything against them, right? Because this doesn't stop the copies. So Silence doesn't do anything. Cyberdine is weird against this deck. Definitely want the apparitions, probably want this thing. I don't think I will play engineers, even though I did see the bird. Ended up pivoting to Amulet after all the BTL testing. Yeah, basically it just got to a point where I just realized that I did not want to, like, I realized that the deck was not at a point where I was happy playing it in the event. Yes. So I ended up changing to Amulet, and I lost in the quarterfinals. I qualified for the Spring PT last year. That was supposed to be paper, and then it was an arena, and I was very, very sad. Yeah, that's kind of the issue that happened. I was trying to get into it. You know, I was starting to feel the itch to want to play at the PT. So I was getting excited about like playing in GPs and whatnot, and then they killed the Pro Tour. So I think we're gonna go with Second Spirit here, and I'm just gonna Thoughtseize my opponent. Yeah. Good old Thoughtseize your Thoughtseize. Never really joined us for PTQs though. Only PTQs started dying out a bit. Well, I mean, I was about to do that. Like I played in the Austin GP, and after the Austin GP, that's when I was like, I think I want to, start to try to do this, and then everything disappeared. Udo is not so scary when it doesn't draw a card. Let me get your green source. Thank you very much. Swing for 3. Opponent feeds the swarm. Could have gone for Scavenginus there, but I don't think it's going to come down before Udo does. And now we can always just Skyclave the Uro anyway, so it's kind of just fine. And again, when Udo doesn't draw a card, it's not as scary. Let's get Savannah. Boop. Udo number 2. Witherloom Apprentice. I guess they may have shuffled this Udo back into the deck at this point, because they would have probably just cast it there just to get into the graveyard so they can get it back next turn. They probably can't kill Skyclave this turn, so I think if I send everything, my opponent goes down to 1 and I lose to Chain of Smog. Can I stop Chain of Smog from happening? Not really. So because I can't, I can set up lethal for next turn with Reclaimer. So I'm just gonna attack with both. And we have to dodge this turn. Okay, so now we don't lose to Chain of Smog, which is great. Still only have one black source. Have I ever played 12 Post? I think I played 12 Post once on stream. Rifle Strix is good. Spirit, like the only reason I'm in this game is because this card is messed up. I think this was one of the major breakthroughs with this deck, is just realizing that Spirit of the Labyrinth is the real hate card as opposed to Thalia. Like, this card is just so much better than Thalia. What an insane Magic card. Alright, see you for the next round. Alright, here we go. On the play. I think we keep this hand. Thalia's Bay. Thalia is Bay, but in Legacy, I think that Spirit of the Labyrinth is better than Thalia. Have I ever heard of Memorial to Unity? Are we dead here? We may just be dead here. I think we're dead. The good thing is that if we're not dead, we win. So that's cool. Mystic Forge. Okay. Why do we win? Because we're gonna go Zenith for Collector Roof, and we're gonna lock my opponent out of the game. Or that. That also counts. Hello. Sup. I hear you wanted your cards to do shit, opponent. Well, let me tell you. Do I use Beta Forest IRL? I use exactly Beta Forests, and I use exactly that art. It has to be exactly the correct Beta Forests, because it's not just about using Beta Forests. It's about using the correct art of Beta Forests, you see? The only issue is that I only have 2 of those, so I'm gonna have to... When I got them, they were like $3 or $4 or something, and now, last time I checked, they were like 20 something. So, that part sucks. What type of sleeves? I think these are katana, but I don't care too much about the whole sleeves thing. The katanas have been nice though. The katanas have certainly been nice. I've been enjoying them. Does Bog matter against this deck? Oh, they shoot me island, yeah. So I guess because of Emery, Bog does matter. Same thing with Caracas. So, oh yeah. So this is the Urza version, because there's 2 versions of this deck. There's one of them that plays Urza and plays Emery and stuff like that. And then there's another version of this deck that is just mono brown. And that version doesn't play Urza, just colorless, and it's more combo centric. I think I'm just gonna shave the Vesuva here. And apparition is fine. I'm just gonna cut the reclamation. I'm gonna keep this hand on the strength of Force of Vigor. We also do have turn 2 Spirit. I think that both the combo version and the Urza version play Echo, but the combo version doesn't play islands. It just only plays lanes that tap for 2 mana. Never played Legacy and I don't have mana traders. Is there a good deck to start with which is affordable and does not lose 80%, 70% of the game? It's a good question. Probably some form of blue-red Delver is what I would think. What decks do I have IRL? I honestly have no idea, because I do continue buying cards. In fact, I got a couple of cards yesterday. Got a couple of Valkeys, the showcase art. Got some Triumphs. The Triumphs actually look really nice. I got the cards for some cards for the BTL deck. The Triumphs look really, really nice. That's the Jeskai Triumph. That's the Timor Triumph. And then more Triumphs and OG frame Farseek, which is pretty nice too. So like I'm still continuing to buy cards every now and then, and I don't really buy as often as I used to, but like I'm still every now and then buying cards. But let's get Triumph and just play Spirit. But yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've actually sat down and built decks. So I honestly don't know which decks I own right now. But I just have a bunch of staples. And I think I want to force here. Pitching Scavenging is. Do you Raffle Shuffle? No. Big time no. I honestly don't understand why people ever would Raffle Shuffle. So opponent can play only one spell at a time, so they can't lattice me. Maybe they could Ensnare Bridge me, but I can still attack. Mesmeric Orb. Okay. It's pretty good for us. So now we do that. Alright, sweet. See you for the next round. Alright, currently sitting at 2-2. Let's see if we can get that That 3 and 2. Get that bread. Time to get that bread, baby. Just casually playing around Stifle and Wasteland. Mostly because I can. Turns out my opponent does not care about Wasteland or... just Dredge. It's been a minute since I played against Dredge. Power moves, rifling your opponent's deck while cutting. I would say don't do that. That is so cute. That is so cute. Wow. All right. It's pretty sick. I mean, this beats down. It's a 3-1. Like that's no joke. Apparition, exile this, trade with this, they get a 4/4, I take 1. Down to 6. If I play Dryad, I play Dryad. Keep this. I chomp, I take 4. Chomp here, take 4, down to 3. I untap, fetch, Titania, get back Titania, down to 2. If my opponent has Threshold, I die, which my opponent can get Threshold whenever they want, because this also flies. So that's no good. So I guess the best thing I can do for now is to Apparition. They discarded just to draw 2. I wonder if they're playing Rootwallas. Second Vengevine is hella scary. Yikes. So Source of Lasher is the only thing that saves me. Play that, make a 1/1. Okay. Still not dead here. Still not dead. Gonna go with the double Champerino. Rom Puff Steel Skin, thank you for the follow. Will we see a GP in 2021? I doubt so, but that would be awesome. What happened? Spike with the raid, thank you so much, Spike. Welcome everybody from the Shark Typhoon. We're playing some Green White Reclaimer here on Legacy. Gotta throw both of these ones back. Getting owned by my opponents. Kind of sick brew over there. So we're gonna have enough to block both of their things and then plow the Putrid Imp. Alright. Get a 5-3. Get a Savannah. Plow the Imp. Can we stabilize here? Can we stabilize that one? So I guess I have to get the tracker here. So we play tracker and then next turn we get to field, which hopefully protects us, and then we can start making our land drops. And we can start drawing cards now. Alright, so this on top, then this on top. So now we get to field, get a Sombo. We get to draw from Clue. And I am not going to attack because I just don't have enough information on my opponent's deck. And I don't want to chump with Reclaimer. I'd rather chump with Tireless Tracker. I do not run a Radiant Fountain, no. But I just don't know what my opponent's deck is capable of doing, so. So that seems like they're dead now. Scrubland, field, Valakut, kill that. Always yes, always yield. Gonna crack a Clue here. Maybe we draw, find the land. Sweet. Dome you for 3. Wow. Library, OP. Even if they get back both Vengevines like this, it's just fine. Well, they have 2 Vengevines, right? So if they have somehow managed to get back both Vengevines, then I would have needed to block with this and this. So I'd rather just block with this and this. Because the Reclaimer, like I know there's a Dryad on top, so the Reclaimer is a lot more valuable than the Tireless Tracker. That was sick. I was not expecting to win that game, but Reclaimer's broken. As you probably know. Yeah, that was a pretty sick game, actually. I think I won Engineers. And on the draw, I just don't want libraries. Even though the libraries were amazing that game. Knuckle seems great against them. Spirit can turn off their cycling. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't block particularly well, and we're on the draw, so I don't think that Spirit's gonna be is gonna be quick enough to be relevant, basically. But maybe it's better than something like Tracker, you know? I think I want to cut Remina. Probably want to cut Titania, though. Let's just do like this. But yeah, my opponent went turn 1, Putrid Imp, into LED, into discard the 3-1 Madness, and get back Avengemind. It was pretty sick. Opponent was to 6. I think I keep this. Have a feeling I've seen their deck before. People trying to make Hollow Vine in Legacy, I think. Yeah, well, I tried Hogak Vine. Maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. It was not very good. It was not very good. It was cool though. It was definitely cool. Careful study. Imagine if this card were legally modern. Phoenix Smog is so fun. Is that the deck that Musasabi has been working on? I hope they put Study in Modern. I definitely don't hope they do that. In fact, I hope they don't do that. Looking for Reclaimer here. Guess I'll take a Fairy Macabre. Yeah, sure. It's obviously tough to let your opponent know that you have a Fairy Macabre in hand, but I think that the effect is good enough for us that it's worth having. It's a nice one. Yeah, just gonna scene it for the best 1-drop ever printed. Oh, that's right. That's right. Shaman is a 1-drop. Never mind. That's right. I forgot about that. Right. Thraven Inspector. We're gonna get Firestormed again. I mean, I'm probably okay getting Firestorm when I'm sitting on a Fairy Macabre here. Baskin, Rudwalla, and Fiery Temper get discarded. That is hilarious. Well, we're gonna take care of the Vengevine and the Faithless Looting. I mean, honestly, the fact that we can use Knuckle to pay for my Dryad is just broken. Like I can tap Knuckle for mana thanks to the Dryad. Like, this is just disgusting, man. Then we untap, we're ramming up Wasteland him. Oh, I love this deck so much. Take 4, you got me. I love this deck so much. Please and thank you. That, my friends, is what we call the lock. All right, after our No2 start, we did get there, which is nice. This deck is just so much fun, man. I cannot get enough of this deck. It's just so much fun. Oh, sweet. So that's gonna be it for this league. We're gonna play another one, okay? So I will see you for the next one. If you are enjoying the content, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.